And we are live. Welcome to Rice TVx. We're going to get this live stream started for you here in just moments. If you're watching this on a replay, I would say fast forward to about the 4-minute mark. Going to give everybody time to get situated, get into today's live stream. I appreciate you joining us. Make sure you smash that like button. It helps other people to see this information in the YouTube algorithm flow. I have lots to share regarding my YouTube strikes, how I uploaded some videos during the strike, and some information I would like for everyone to share with their favorite content creators as well. Now, before we get into it, a few quick messages from the sponsors of Rice TVx, who help make it possible for me to bring this awesome content to you. So make sure you check it out. Information for BitSwap DEX, for Presearch, and Monarch below in the video description.
BitSwap is the hottest new way to trade tokens. Crawling all the top decentralized exchanges, BitSwap will get you the very best price and value for your trades. BitSwap is changing the game. Try it now at bitswapdex.com.
Now, we are currently live streaming on both Rice TVx and Rice TVx2. So make sure you subscribe to both channels, because you never know what's going to happen to any one of my channels. You never know when I'm going to get another strike. If I get another strike, that's strike 2. I just got strike 2, but the next strike will be strike 2, and I'll explain that. Before we get into it, make sure you visit ricetvx.com and sign up for my mailing list so you never miss an update or new Rice TVx content. Plus, you can find my social media links, contact information, get Rice TVx merch coming soon via the shop, and more. If this is your first time ever watching any of my videos, check out and explore my channels. Make sure you subscribe to Rice TVx and Rice TVx2. Both can be found on YouTube. And hit the notification bell to get alerted to new videos. Also, you can follow me on Odyssey and Library, where I have my full catalog of videos plus extra content. And you can also find Rice TVx on BitChute. If you want to support Rice TVx and what I do directly, I have my PayPal, Cash App, plus my cryptocurrency addresses via my Cointree link below in the video description. You can also join my Patreon channel, where you will get early access to some of my videos, exclusive content, and more, with 4 different levels of membership, all offering something different. If you are looking to purchase and invest in precious metals, gold and silver are both good safe haven assets to hedge against the financial collapse we are experiencing. Check out Money Metals Exchange. I partnered up with them, and you can get a free ½ ounce of silver. Visit moneymetals.com, be a first-time buyer, purchase a minimum of $100, and use the promo code RICE. You get a free ½ ounce of silver, and it's another way to support the channel. Yeah, so make sure you're taking advantage of that free ½ ounce of silver. It is a way that you can support the channel and look out for yourself. I've done lots of videos about why I think precious metals, gold and silver, are great investments and hedges against disinflation and the death of the US dollar, everything that's going on. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Real quick, I want to go ahead and acknowledge everybody who's in the chat. We have Papa Joe's in the house, 416 Bitcoin, Tara Spence, Chrissy Grubbs. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Again, we are live streaming both on Rice TVx and Rice TVx2. So if you're not subscribed to Rice TVx2 or here on the main channel, make sure you subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. And smash that like button, because it does help other people to see this information in the YouTube algorithm flow. So last Friday, not this past Friday, but a week ago from this past Friday, which would have been on the 8th of October, I woke up and had 2 emails from YouTube, and I'm going to share those emails here in just a few. And ultimately, I got strike 2. Now, what was crazy about this was my first strike was expiring on the 14th. So I wasn't sure how that was going to work out. It ended up doing what I thought it was going to do and revert strike 2 down to strike 1. And instead of me having a 14-day probation period where I couldn't upload, post, or anything, it ended up being 8. It was supposed to be 7, but it was 8 because YouTube said that they didn't input it in the system until after they sent me the email, and there can be a lapse of time. And then they also let me know that it really didn't matter because YouTube has the right at any time to remove content or anything from anyone's channels for any particular reason. There is an article too that I was going to share. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up so I can share this with everybody, because this is kind of important in regards to what I want to be talking about. Now, we all really do need to be standing up for free speech, 100%. It is really sad what's going on right now. And I just urge people to stand up for our First Amendment. Let me see if this is the link that I wanted to use. This isn't the one. Let me try something else in my search. It's regarding a lawsuit with YouTube. I think this one will be okay. Let's see what this says. Yeah, this might have been the one that I was looking at. So cool. Okay. All right. So here's a few things that I want to let people know. Pass this information on to your favorite content creators. Anybody you know is doing a channel that has issues with censorship, that's getting strikes, getting videos removed. If you upload videos unlisted and don't do anything with them, or list them private, then when you get a strike or something happens, you can make those videos public. You can't upload any new material, but you can take something that's already on the platform and make it public. I also had a premiere set for last Friday with on the 8th with Robert O'Deck from Observation Deck. So I was able to get one of my censorship videos that are pre-recorded back on August 27th. And then the premiere took place. And then that following Monday, I released the other video that I had listed, unlisted, that I was able to upload. And I'll share those 2 videos here in just a second. I'm going to do a screen share with that right now. And it's not pulling it up. So now I need to get this back up. Sometimes when I'm trying to go through multiple windows, it can be such a pain. But it's so worth it to be able to put this content out, because there's a lot of important information here that people need to share. And also, I want to let people know that the videos that were affected, one video was a private video. The other video was an unlisted video. So it doesn't matter if your videos are listed public, private, or unlisted. They all can fall under YouTube's algorithm. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And so if I do anything that I think is going to be even controversial for YouTube, then I'm not going to release it on YouTube. I'll just put out a video letting people know that I've got a video about such and such with so-and-so, and it will be on more than likely Odyssey and Library. Probably be adding stuff to BitChute and looking at other alternatives as well. Crypto's Chains, appreciate you tuning in, brother. Walkabout with Kira, Andy Lee, Mr. X Le Charion, Travis Turner, thanks. Luke All Night, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys. Crypto's Chain, if you guys are crypto fans, check out his channel. He's good people. He's been on the show before, and he was very supportive of trying to help me with my channel and YouTube in regards to tweeting out some information on Twitter. So I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Luke All Night. And again, yeah, I mean, I can't be releasing 100% of all my content, unfortunately. Lisa D, thanks for joining. Okay, so here is what I was going to screen share. So the videos that I was able to get up were this one, an urgent message from the past from Rice TVx, aka the Time Traveler. I recorded this video, you can see on August 27th, 2021, and it was unlisted live stream. But if you go on my channel, you'll see that it is one of my most recent videos, an urgent message from Rice TVx. And the other video, which I definitely encourage people to check out, is my protest video, where I'm basically sitting here for 3.5 minutes with this tape taped across my mouth to make a statement because YouTube is censoring me. And we're going to talk about this because this is asinine. who knows? This video might get flagged. So again, make sure you subscribed over to Rice TVx2. Make sure you follow me on Odyssey and Library. Here I am on BitChute. I've only got 3 videos up, but please check out my BitChute because I will be having more videos available over there. So there's a protest video in the name of free speech and an urgent message from the past from Rice TVx. Share these videos with your favorite content creators because I explain about uploading videos unlisted. Upload videos unlisted, and then if something happens to your channel and you get a strike, you can then make those videos public, and they are currently available. So I was able to have out this video, this premiere, and this video. So I was able to release 3 videos in that probation period. Now, normally it's supposed to be 7 days, but what YouTube did was, again, they didn't count it until the 9th. Ridiculous. But, what am I going to do? So I'm going to stop this screen share. No problem, brother, man. I really appreciate you. You're time traveling right now. Yeah, you are in the future. You are on. It is Tuesday for you. Tuesday the 19th, while I'm still here on the 18th of October. Yeah, future lady. It's crazy how time works. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and just share my screen because this makes it a little bit easier. Going to go full screen, and here we go. I'm going to double check that we can see this all good and fine and well. Now, this video, this is on October 8th at 4 a.m. So we want to let you know our team reviewed your content. We think it violates our community guidelines. This was my first interview with Russell J. Gould, and it was with Stan Barabbas from Bodhisattva Love. So they removed the video, but they said that I may not have realized that this was a violation of their policy, so they're not applying a strike to my channel. And they did this because, and before I move on, this video has been made private ever since I had issues with Russell J. Gould. This video has remained private. So it's been private for a good 4 months, and it's been up on YouTube for over a year. So private video taken down. Next email. Oh, and the reason for this was because they were saying that content glorifying or inciting acts of violence. Now, I don't condone violence. I don't condone acts of violence. I don't glorifying violence. I don't condone any of that. Even my challenge to Russell J. Gould couldn't be considered an act of violence or glorifying violence. So, but the problem is that YouTube will never explain to me what it is that I've said wrong. I will appeal. I'll lose the appeal. In the appeal, I'll ask for an explanation. Then I have to go on Twitter and tweet out to Team YouTube and YouTube creators and ask, what was it that I said? Blah, blah, blah. Because this has happened so many times. This year, I think I've had 4 strikes. So it just happened to work out that there weren't 3 in one 90-day time period. Because after 90 days, the strikes go away. So here's where I got the strike. And this was at 5:47 a.m. on Friday the 8th. So the first one was at 4:02 a.m. and the second one was at 5:47 a.m. So we're talking about an hour and 40 minutes difference. So they sent me the email saying, we're going to go ahead and remove your content. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We're going to go ahead and remove your content, but we don't think it violates anything in regards to YouTube's terms and services. But then we're going to wait a little bit longer, an hour and 40 minutes, and then we're going to send you another email letting you know that we think another one of your videos is violating our terms and conditions. And this time it was the Unfiltered with Cyrus A. Parsa Part 2. That was a Patreon exclusive. It had probably less than 20 views. Unlisted video, because what I'll do for Patreon is put a video unlisted, put that link on Patreon, and then people who are patrons can watch those videos. If I list it as private, I've got to put their email inside of the video for them to watch it. So it's easier to do unlisted. But again, tell your favorite content creators, it does not matter if your video is private, unlisted, or public. You're still going to get a strike. if it violates. And then they don't even tell you what the violations are. So YouTube is saying with this video that it violates due to harassment, threats, or cyberbullying. Nowhere in that video are there harassments, threats, or cyberbullying. And I kept being adamant with YouTube, Team YouTube, and YouTube creators in my appeal and with Google support online that I would like an explanation. I demand an explanation to know what it was that I said that was wrong. Now, I want to show you how hypocritical this is, too. So, this is episode 4 of the Last Flag Standing War Castle series, Russell J. Gould interview. Now, this video was done, as I said, with Stan Barabbas from Bodhisattva Love. Well, check this out. The video is still on his channel. So it was originally recorded September 8th, 2020, or that's when we uploaded it. I don't know if we did it live. If we put it up the same day. So worst case, it was recorded September 6th or 7th, but I think it would have been around that time period. So we're talking about 13 months. About 4 months ago, I made it private on my end, and they deleted the video. But the same video, the same exact video, there is no difference in the video because we take the same video and we upload it to our channels. I added an intro. But that was the only difference in our 2 videos is I added an intro. And my intro was not harassment, cyberbullying, or anything to that effect. So one of the videos that they removed from my channel, and this has happened numerous times. There's been times that I have live streamed with Stan from Bodhisattva Love and Pimpy from Pimpy's Investment Chat, and they'll hit Pimpy's channel up and not mine or Stan's. So ultimately, they said that we reviewed your appeal and we reviewed your content carefully and have confirmed that it violates our community guidelines. We know that this is probably disappointing. Now, what I'm upset about this is that they reviewed it carefully and they confirmed that it violates community guidelines, then why can I not get an explanation to know what it was that I said that was in violation so I can correct it? As much as of a fan as I am not of our legal system and our law system, I will at least say that a police officer, a judge, attorneys, lawyers, anybody in those capacities when you're dealing with a charge are going to let you know what you did wrong and how you did what was wrong, and all the specifics so that you know not to do it again, so that you can correct whatever it is. So, I mean, I've been accused of the cyberbullying, harassment stuff, inciting violence, glorifying violence, and never do I get an explanation as to why. So again, this video is up on Stan Bodhisattva Love's channel. This will show you where I got the strike on October the 9th, even though the emails were October the 8th, and it expires January 7th. If I get one more strike, I'm on strike 2. If I get 2 strikes in the next 90 days before January 7th, Rice TVx is gone. So that's where I'm going to be really careful about what I'm doing. Now, one of the things that I wanted to highlight to people, and I'll go ahead real quick and copy this, and I will drop back over and put it in the chat real quick for everybody. And then I want to come back and look at the chat. So Prager University, back in 2019, when I had end of 2019, it was Christmas Eve and Christmas of 2019, there was something that we called the crypto YouTube purge. And YouTube took down a bunch of crypto channels. On Christmas Eve, I had 2 videos removed and a warning, my first time. And Christmas morning, I had another video removed and a strike. 2 days later, all that was removed like it never even occurred. And I had heard about Prager University, PragerU, suing YouTube to define whether it is a publisher or a public forum, because you can't act as both. Finally, it looks like that the lawsuit was taken care of in end of February of 2020. And as you see here, it says, YouTube isn't bound by the First Amendment and is free to censor, I'm just going to say, anyone's videos. But in this case, PragerU's videos, a court ruled. In 2017, a right-wing organization, Prager University, sued YouTube, claiming the platform had violated its First Amendment rights by flagging some of its videos as inappropriate. A court on Wednesday ruled in YouTube's favor, saying private companies like YouTube and its parent company Google are not bound by the First Amendment. A lawyer for Prager University said the organization was disappointed but would continue to pursue discrimination claims against YouTube. So you can read this, but it was a federal court in California. You can read this in more detail yourself to find out the specifics. I really thought that Prager was going to have some success with this suit, but ultimately they lost, and YouTube apparently is not bound by the First Amendment. Now, from my studying of private organizations, memberships, from my understanding, if you have a website that's available publicly, how is that private? So that doesn't make any sense to me at all. But it is what it is. I'm on the front lines of this battle, and I'm going to be taking some bullets. So, but if I can help others to avoid taking bullets, I will. So again, tell people, upload videos unlisted, because that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, is recording some more unlisted videos, another protest video, another video explaining that if you're watching this video, I got a strike. Again, if I get a strike next time, it's strike 2, and I'm not going to be able to post on the main channel for 14 days. So make sure you're taking advantage of this half ounce of silver, this free half ounce of silver. And also, if you haven't signed up for my mailing list, I'm getting ready to start my newsletter. So sign up for my mailing list over at ricecrypto.crypto. And that way you don't miss any updates or anything that's you know what I'm saying. That way you know everything that's happening with Rice TVx and such. Real quick, I want to go ahead and see what everybody I can't talk apparently today. I want to see what everyone is saying. All right, so Andy Lee, thank you. Appreciate the hugs. Yeah, and that's a sad comment to highlight, but that looks like to be the case. But I'm not giving up hope. There's still time for the people to stand, and when enough people truly do take a stand, nothing can stand against the people. But it's going to take more people that are than what we have now currently in Australia standing to be able to accomplish that. Let me go ahead and just keep scrolling through. Mr. Jeff, thanks, man. I'm glad I'm back as well. Thank you. And I've got some videos that are be coming out this week. I just did an interview with Oz Sultan, who's running for state senate in New York in the 30th district, Harlem. So that'll be up on Patreon this evening. Also, I have interviews with Matthew Belair and a second interview with Brian Parker from Tactical Sovereignty coming out within the next 7 days between both videos. They are currently available right now on my Patreon for early access. So consider joining my Patreon so you can get early access, exclusive content. Depending on the membership level you join, I do one-on-one calls or video chat with that particular patron. And I'm also going to be doing kind of an Ask Me Anything, a private Ask Me Anything with my patrons as well here in the next few weeks that I'll be announcing. Let me see here. Yeah, so my strike originally was supposed to end this coming Friday, the 22nd. So I got 7 days. I had 8 days versus 14 days and was able to upload 3 videos, which I think is awesome. So that's definitely a victory for Rice TVx. And I couldn't have asked for that to work out any better aside from not getting a strike. But it was strike 2. I was supposed to have 14 days and not be able to upload. Strike 2 turned into strike 1 because I had a strike expire. And 14-day probation period turned into 8, and 3 videos got up. So share this information with other content creators, other people that you know are having problems with censorship so that they can tackle this issue and still remain active on the YouTube algorithm, even though they're not technically allowed to upload videos. I'll lose the appeal, aka YouTube investigated itself and found no wrongdoing. Exactly. It sucks. And I appreciate you, Nana. Thank you so much. So it's like to just pick on any video to strike, no reason, but they probably don't want to reveal what they disapprove of. I mean, if that's the case, that's pretty sad, though, because how does someone know to correct something? And if you don't want me on your platform, just remove me from your platform because you have that right. The courts have already made it very clear. It definitely doesn't seem they want me to correct it. And I would definitely say I agree with you. Let's see here. Companies that are made by things like the First Amendment have no interest in extending it to the population. Yeah, it's really sad to know that the First Amendment doesn't apply to Google and YouTube because they are public companies. Anybody can publicly invest in them, and anybody can publicly watch stuff on YouTube. So I'm not really sure where it's private. And I do use other platforms. Again, make sure you follow me on Odyssey, Library, and BitChute. I'm going to start uploading more videos over on BitChute. But Odyssey and Library, I have a full backup of all my videos, my full catalog. So, yes, I don't think that you can purchase money metals from the UK. I will try to find somebody that I know in the UK that I can partner up with and trade some information, because same thing goes for UK content creators. If they have something similar in the UK, they're not going to ship overseas to the United States. So I'll work something out for you, Lisa D, and I appreciate you mentioning that. And I appreciate you standing with me, Miss Space Cakes, and I thank you for all your support. Currently mowing, but listening. Keep fighting, brother. I appreciate being listened to while you're mowing. Mowing is one of the most meditative things for me. And I don't have a yard to mow, and I'm not a landscaper, so I haven't had a chance to mow in a long time. Do you have a theory about specifics to do with the video? I've heard of people on YouTube that they dance around using the well-known terminology. No, these are older videos. So, no, I mean, not for what they were accusing me of. Was it possible I said some things in a video that goes against the YouTube algorithm or goes against their terms and conditions? It is possible, but not for what I was being accused of. Nowhere in my videos am I inciting or glorifying violence or acts of violence, and nowhere in my videos am I committing cyberbullying or harassment or anything to that effect. I try my best to be as positive as I can, to be the change that I want to see in this world. Even when I have people making videos trying to expose my past, which I've already done myself, I still try to do it all tastefully, and I'm not trying to be combative. So I really can't say what it is particularly. Miss Space Cake, I'll have to check this out. Message me back on Facebook Messenger, and I'll let you know. And that way you can remind me about that, and that would be greatly appreciated. Andy Lee says one of our local reporters is experiencing censorship on Facebook with comments being deleted, now product of prior restraint. So what really sucks is I have people that are subscribed, they get unsubscribed. I have people hit the notification bell, that the notification bell gets turned off and they don't turn it off. Or I get people hit the notification bell and they don't get notifications. And then I have some people that are subscribed and have the notification bell, and they get told everything just fine. So I can't say what it is. And then also a lot of people comment on my videos. Why did you delete my comment? I'm not deleting comments. And I've commented about this numerous times. YouTube is actually deleting comments. It's called shadow banning, and it's a form of censorship. And this is something I've been dealing with my channel for quite some time. I started my channel in January 2018. My first official interview was with Adam Kokesh, who was running for president with the Libertarian Party to end the presidency. And he's been a controversial figure on YouTube and has been dealing with a lot of censorship since 2012. So I really didn't start off on a good foot with YouTube. And it's just been an uphill battle ever since. But this is the second largest search engine, and it's got more traffic than all these other sites. And I'm not going to be stuck in an echo chamber where I'm just talking to people who already know the stuff that I'm talking about. I really want to be able to reach new people. So I'm just going to have to change my game plan up. So you're not going to see Max Egan interviews here on YouTube. There's going to be some content that just is not going to make its way here. And I'll make a video letting people know that I have an interview or a video about such and such over on whatever platform it is. And I'll also be letting people know about that via my newsletter, which is another reason why you should go and sign up for my mailing list over at ricecrypto.crypto. And I am working on getting my merchandise coming out soon, really soon. I've been working on some new logo ideas as well. So I sold a car for crypto. Am I going to have to pay short-term capital gains? Any ideas? You're going to have to talk to a tax specialist for something like that. Those are reindeer games that I try not to participate in. But technically, anytime that you are selling your cryptocurrencies, it could be a taxable event, especially if you're buying the cryptocurrencies and then selling them. In some cases, if you get paid in cryptocurrencies, that may change the situation. But in that aspect, you may have to be proving that that's the case. Let's see here. I appreciate you, Miss Space Cakes. You're so sweet. You've always been really sweet. Yeah, YouTube is funny. Again, Justin, I have a BitChute channel and I have a library channel. And since I have a library channel, I have an Odyssey channel. I will really quickly do a quick screen share to show all of that for everybody. Okay, so Rice TVx, Rice TVx 2, both on YouTube. Here's Odyssey. You can find me at Rice Crypto. Rice Crypto is the old channel name. And since this is a immutable blockchain, I'm not able to change my username. I can change it up here, but you have to search for Rice Crypto on Odyssey or Library. And then BitChute, Rice TVx. I got 414 subscribers and I got 3 videos. I got the video that was banned by YouTube with Max Egan. That was my 4th interview, I believe, with him. It could have been my 3rd. And also my first and only interview at Cliff Eye and my most recent conversation with Derek Bros, a global witness. So I will be uploading more videos over on BitChute. So make sure that you're following me on these platforms. And then Patreon is where you can support me directly, get early access to videos and exclusive content. There's some free videos up over there. The protest videos up for free. Strike 2 from YouTube. You can see the Matthew Belair observation deck was originally on there. Cal Washington. As I scroll down, there are videos that are available on here for free. So just scroll through my Patreon channel and check that out. And okay, so I wanted to see if there was anything else that I needed to specifically cover. And I will check on this for you, I promise. But I will urge you to contact our customer support because I can't get you in. I can only see if you're still a patron. Hello, EJ. Appreciate you tuning in, my friend. You like Rice Crypto. I like Rice TVx. I like them both, though. I mean, we still have the Rice Crypto show. So it's still a big part of what I do. It's just I didn't want people to specifically think that I was a crypto channel. And I'm not limited to that. I mean, we have Rice Crypto Show talking about crypto, blockchain, and technology. We have the Rice Report, which is economics and politics. And then Stranger Than Fiction, which deals with fringe topics, history, spirituality, things that people call conspiracy theories. Just interesting stuff, also including the legal fiction law stuff that I've been going, that rabbit hole that I've been going down and studying. So again, please let people know, please encourage people that you know to check out these 2 videos that I was highlighting earlier that I'm trying to pull back up. Because these videos, I would like to see other content creators mimic these videos in some fashion. So this video, an urgent message from the past from Rice TVx, aka the Time Traveler. It was recorded August the 27th. Prior to, I actually did this right before the Cliff Eye interview in anticipation that it was going to get deleted. I put it on Rice TVx too, and it didn't get deleted. So that video definitely violated YouTube's terms and conditions, and it's still up on Rice TVx too. But yet I have unlisted and private videos on Rice TVx that are getting hit, removed, and I'm given strikes for. So I recorded this video and the other one right after I did the Cliff Eye interview, before I uploaded it to YouTube. So when I uploaded the Cliff Eye interview, both this video and protest in the name of free speech were both uploaded at the same time as I uploaded the Cliff Eye edited interview. So it's crazy. And then one of the videos that they take down from me that they didn't give me a strike for is still on another channel. So if there was something wrong with the video should have been flagged. So this should show you too that even the algorithm is not fair in what it's doing. Not saying that I want my friend Stan to get a strike or a video removed, but I'm just making a point that if it was removed from my channel because of something, then you would think that the same video would be removed from another channel for the same reason. So with them not doing that, makes no sense. This says it premiered October 11th because I uploaded this not as a live. I just recorded it. So, but this was done on August 27th as well. And it was literally just me sitting here with, I don't know if you've seen the video. It's pretty interesting. But just sitting here with the black tape, electric tape, just taped over my mouth and an X basically saying that I can't talk. I'm not allowed to say anything. I'm been put on time out by YouTube as a grown-up for violating YouTube's terms and conditions, but yet not being able to be told what I said that violated YouTube's terms and conditions. And there's not a damn thing I can do about it. But I'm going to use this platform, and I'm going to keep pushing people to other platforms. And I'm going to try to wake up as many people as I can right here on YouTube, right under Google's nose. So no matter what happens to Rice TVx, we got Rice TVx 2. And if something happens to Rice TVx, then we will have another backup channel. We will just continue creating backup channels because I've created a completely separate channel to upload my unlisted videos for Patreon so that I don't have a blowback on that. And so these are the things that I had to do to cover my ass, which is just absolutely asinine. Just makes no sense at all. But again, tell people, record videos, put them unlisted on YouTube, have them add a thumbnail because you will not be able to add a thumbnail. And then if they get a strike and they're unable to upload videos, they can then turn those videos from unlisted or private into public, and they'll appear as the newest videos. And to give you that example, again, I'm on the wrong channel. Okay, so go back over to Rice TVx. I released these two videos yesterday. This was released last Monday. This was released a week ago this past Friday. And this was a week ago this past Friday. I recorded this video and this video August the 27th, uploaded them unlisted. And when I got the strike, I made them public. And voila, they were magically available. Again, I was able to upload 3 videos during a strike period. So please pass this information on to content creators that you know. This is how that we can look out for ourselves, look out for our community, and be able to keep things going. Danish Crypto, I appreciate you saying that, my friend. Just doing what I feel led to do. Okay. The comedian with his name blasted all over, asking, how did this guy know my name? I appreciate you, man. And JVF Mastering, thank you so much. I appreciate. I'm curious at how this would work out for somebody in Florida, where Florida is trying to rule that you can't censor against them, because this federal court in California is basically putting Google and YouTube above the law. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm on a very much crazy lunar cycle. I don't know what it is. It's very interesting. And Rice Crispo. Some people have been watching the John McAfee interview, trying to say Rice Crypto, and our old brain wants to say Rice Crispy or Crispies. So I do need to check out Ben's platform. He's been on the show before, so I had to get back in touch with him. So I do appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, please share this information with everybody that you know. If you go onto my Twitter account at RiceTVx, you'll see my interactions with Team YouTube and YouTube creators. It's mainly with Team YouTube because they're the ones who respond back. And it's just generic stuff. Another thing, too, that I meant to share is there was, yeah, here we go. I was talking to Google support, and I just had to copy and paste it and put it in Notepad. I have no way of being able to put this anywhere for anybody to see the fullness of it, but I'm like, reaching out saying, I'm not well. I'm upset about a strike from Friday. I lost an appeal with no explanation as to how I violated anything. I've had this happen several times. This time I'm accused of cyberbullying and or harassment, none of which are true or correct. I'm sorry to hear about your appeal being rejected. And I mentioned that this has happened several times. I never get an explanation. And then she says she'll look into it. So she's looking into it. Then she comes back to me and she said, well, since you already filed an appeal, which I said, we had decided to keep the strike on your channel. And I said, why? She said, content that threatens individuals is not allowed on YouTube. I didn't threaten anybody. We also don't allow content that targets an individual with prolonged or malicious insults based on intrinsic attributes, none of which are true. Can I not be shown how I violated anything? And then her response was, if you get 3 strikes within 90 days, your channel will be terminated. I'm like, can you tell me what I said? That video has no cyberbullying harassment. You are the creator. You, as the creator, knows your content well. We do not have the specific part of the video on our end that violates the policy. But if they carefully, thoroughly reviewed this, then they should have this information available. And then I'm putting in all caps. I'm saying I did not violate anything, Sheila. So that was the agent's name. I do know my content. I don't condone acts of violence. She then says, our internal team already reviewed your channel. And you also, and I've also reviewed your appeal. We have decided to keep the decision. I said, I don't condone harassment or cyberbullying, yet I'm accused of it. Your internal team will not specify how I violated. This is crazy. And then she gives me a link to their generic information. So it's like, I just can't get any help from them, period. It is just absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that. Definitely make sure you smash that like button, because if somebody else is watching this, they may be able to share this with some other content creators that can do this. Imagine if all of us knew, all of us who are being targeted in some fashion, having videos removed, strikes, whatever the situation might be, can utilize these tricks on the platform that we're using to gamify and still be able to release content when we're not supposed to. Just basically saying this to YouTube as nicely as we can. So please share this information with your favorite content creators, with other people that you know that are on YouTube. No, I would definitely say that 100%. And there's nothing I can really do about it, unfortunately. So as I mentioned, they took down 2 videos, one they gave me a strike for. One of the videos that they took down that they did not give me a strike for is on another channel and was not removed for that channel. So that definitely shows me that there is some targeting here, unfortunately. And no, I'm not. Now, I didn't release very many videos, and I didn't do anything on Rice TVx2 last week because I just decided to use that time for mental health. I was doing some work on the back end, and I worked on some videos that came out yesterday. The video about Mimo Capital and the video about DeFi Yield Protocol. So I worked on those last week, in addition to a bunch of meetings and things that I'm working on in the future. So these community standards are not community based. They're basically those standards. So yeah, and see, I had to censor myself here, so I can't even really say that. And this is sad, but it is what it is. I'm learning how to utilize this thing the best that I can. I'm learning to upload videos unlisted. I'm learning that it doesn't matter if your videos are private, public, unlisted. There still can be violating YouTube's terms and conditions, and you can still get strikes on a video that's private or unlisted in addition to public. So I'm learning that YouTube is just going to continue censoring and not give you any explanation. And I'm continuing to learn that I need to utilize this platform against itself and push people to other platforms. And then ultimately, we'll start having these other platforms, having new people come to these platforms. And then we can make YouTube just like MySpace one day. And that'll be the day when YouTube becomes just as relevant as MySpace. And no offense to MySpace. No offense to Tom. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to both Rice TVx and Rice TVx2 on YouTube. Make sure you're following Rice TVx on BitChute. Make sure you're following Rice Crypto on Library and Odyssey. You can also find me with Rice TVx because I did change the top header name. So either way, you'll be able to find the channel. So make sure you follow me, all the above. Make sure you head over to ricecrypto.crypto and sign up for my mailing list. I will start my newsletter this week. I will be having merchandise coming very soon. I've been working on some new logo ideas that I've been sharing. So to end today's video, I'm going to go ahead and play my normal promo videos. So in case somebody missed it at the beginning or they fast forward it and you want to know like all the good stuff with Rice TVx, this is what you would need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this little bottom piece here, that little lower. And I do appreciate you guys tuning in. There'll be lots of videos coming this week. I know for sure I'll be live again Friday at 7 p.m. I'll be this coming Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be on BitBoy Crypto for another episode of Around the Blockchain. And then 7 p.m., another episode of Crypto Rewind with my co-host Satoshi Sean. We always have a different guest each week as we cover the last week in crypto. As always, I encourage you to be the change by practicing change. Before we get into it, make sure you visit ricetVx.com and sign up for my mailing list so you never miss an update or new Rice TVx content. Plus, you can find my social media links, contact information, get Rice TVx merch coming soon via the shop, and more. If this is your first time ever watching any of my videos, check out and explore my channels. Make sure you subscribe to Rice TVx and Rice TVx2. Both can be found on YouTube. And hit the notification bell to get alerted to new videos. Also, you can follow me on Odyssey and Library, where I have my full catalog of videos plus extra content. And you can also find Rice TVx on BitChute. If you want to support Rice TVx and what I do directly, I have my PayPal, Cash App, plus my cryptocurrency addresses via my Cointree link below in the video description. You can also join my Patreon channel where you will get early access to some of my videos, exclusive content, and more, with 4 different levels of membership, all offering something different. Whoop whoop.